Hey, thanks for watching. Today I want to talk about probably my favorite or one of my favorite micro brands from Baltic. Baltic is a French-based brand. They're a bit bigger of a micro brand. They have stores in Paris, London, and New York. But today I want to talk more specifically about the Baltic Aquascaphe, which is a vintage-inspired dive watch that they do. Baltic really focuses on design. I think all of their watches are home runs, especially the Baltic Aquascaphe. This is their original dive watch. They've got a few different models. It's just absolutely beautiful. They really knocked it out of the park. So the Baltic Aquascaphe on a rubber runs for about $650, but you can get it on a steel beads of rice bracelet for about $750. And some more popular alternatives would be from Seiko, like the Seiko Turtle or the Samurai. You can also get excellent watches from Squale or Orient, the Star Diver. Citizen make some good dive watches in the same price bracket. Same with Tissot. Why I went with Baltic over all the other ones was their design. Baltic excels at design. All of their watches are home runs. So let's get into some case dimensions on this watch. First off, I have a 6.5 inch to 6.25 inch wrist. And the case diameter on the Baltic Aquascaphe is 39 millimeters, which for me I think is a good sweet spot. I think the lug to lug is just as important as case diameter. The lug to lug on this is 47 millimeters. And this watch thickness in total is 13 millimeters, but the double domed sapphire crystal is a little bit deceiving. It's 13 millimeters thick in total, but without the glass it's 11 millimeters. And the lug width is 20 millimeters, which I think is a great sweet spot for really any watch. The crystal on this watch is absolutely stunning. It's a double domed sapphire crystal, so it's super scratch resistant. But what's even cooler is that the bezel is also sapphire crystal. It's not acrylic, it's not steel, so it's very scratch resistant and going to be tough. That's what I really like about this watch. I haven't seen that in many watches where they put a sapphire crystal in the bezel. It really adds to the charm of the watch, especially with that domed crystal. You get like a hue or a distortion when you tilt the watch at certain angles. It's really beautiful. And the dial's a beautiful sunray blue dial. They have other dial options. I think the blue is the best one. The black one is pretty sexy too. In some lights, the dial looks almost black. In low light situations, the dial is just this real deep blue, but it really shines when it's out there in the sun. How it bursts is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm not much of a movement guy, but in here is a Miyota 9039, which gives you a 42-hour power reserve, which I think is acceptable. I think power reserve can be a little overrated at times, along with Loom, but we'll talk about Loom later on. And yes, this is a dive watch, so it has the standard 200 meters of water resistance with a screw down crown. I have taken this watch swimming, held up fine. There's no crown guards, but I haven't found an issue with it. So now on the dial, you get just the simple 12 at the top, triangle indicators at the 3, 6, and 9, and then you get a just circles and on all the other indicators. Has a really cool lollipops second hand. Dial is very simple, very clean. I think Baltic did a great job. Now the bracelet on this watch is the beads of rice. Like I said, this on the beads of rice runs for about $750. They also have a rubber option, like I said, was $650. I opted for both. I think if you were to just choose one, I would get the bracelet because the bracelet is really comfortable. It's designed well. It's got brushed links on the side, but then the beads of rice down the middle. is a high polish. The clasp is really good, really sturdy, plenty of micro adjustments. What is this? 6 micro adjustments. There's no on-the-fly adjustment, but at this price point, I wouldn't really expect that anyways. On the back of the case, while I'm looking at the back, is a really cool embroidered logo or picture of a diver. It really adds something, I think, a little special to the watch. It looks really cool. You can easily, dress this watch with casual attire. You know, I'm not going to wear a suit with it, but if you want to wear some loafers, some slacks, and a nice shirt, the watch, especially on the beads of rice bracelet, you could dress this watch up as well. Now, back on the rubber watch strap. The rubber watch strap is one of the best rubber watch straps that I own. So I've actually bought a few different colorways. I bought the black colorway, the blue colorway. I do change out the strap and the bracelet quite often on this watch. The rubber is very soft and supple. You know the word I'm trying to say. It's very comfortable. Very nice flex. I don't really get any irritation when it comes to rubber. I know some people do. I don't know if it's FKM rubber or not, but I find it extremely comfortable. Other than this rubber watch strap that I have from Deluxe, Baltic is the next best thing. Their rubber watch straps are really nice. So even if you're not looking at a Baltic, I would check out the rubber watch strap. Now I've listed off all these positive traits that Baltic has and the Aquascaphe have. There is one negative thing that bugs me slightly. The bezel doesn't line up perfectly at the 12 o'clock indicator. It's slightly off. Let me rotate that so you can hear what the bezel sounds like. Very good, strong bezel. Sounds great, feels good to turn. It's not going to move on you accidentally. But the bezel, I find myself going past it, the 12 o'clock indicator slightly, and then pushing it back to the 12 to get it to line up perfectly. Now, this is one of their first original models. I bought this watch a few years ago now, so I don't know if they've corrected that since. I mean, we're nitpicking here. It doesn't bother me too much. And one thing I forgot to mention is the lume on this dial. It does have lume. They tried to do the faux patina, which I absolutely hate it when people say that. To me, it's just yellow numbers and yellow indicators. It does give it a vintage feel, so I could see why people say the faux patina, but the lume's decent. If I can't see my watch, I'm pulling out my cell phone. So lume isn't huge. Like, I don't need a bunch of lume. All lume fades anyways. Lume's not a big deal to me. Overall, I think the Baltic Aquascaphe is the best dive watch in this price bracket. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, I don't know why you stuck around this long. And consider subscribing. We're trying to put out videos once a week. Me and my friend Dennis, who I share this channel with. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.